Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this particular video is actually going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua returned back into the country from Colombia yesterday. And the first thing Rigathi Gachagua did was to issue a statement targeting Moses Kuria, David Ndi, and other senior government officials whom he accused of being insensitive to the people who voted for them. And I did a comprehensive analysis about that particular statement by Rigathi Gachagua yesterday, and it is doing so well. You can check it out there. And as was expected, Moses Kuria has fired back to Rigathi Gachagua. And later on, he was forced to delete the tweet. But by the time he was deleting the tweet, after 5 minutes, it was already late because Kenyans had already grabbed the screenshot. This is what Moses Kuria posted, and it's going to form the basis of our analysis. Let me just get Moses Kuria statement. This is what Moses Kuria posted. Inferiority complex and misplaced insecurity will kill you, Nani. Relax. So most Kenyans understood what Moses Kuria was posting. Although he did not mention any name, but Kenyans named that individual in that tweet. And Moses Kuria had to delete the tweet. And that was not the first time Moses Kuria was responding to Rigathi Gachagua arrogantly after Rigathi Gachagua's statement yesterday. Let me read for you what Moses Kuria posted yesterday around saa moja in the evening. This is what he posted because, you know, Moses Kuria and David Ndi were being accused of being arrogant. Moses Kuria, for example, told Kenyans that the cost of fuel will still continue increasing by 10 bob per day until February. And that those who are complaining should actually go and drill their own wells. Now, this is the other post he made after Rigathi Gachagua had issued that statement. This is what Moses Kuria was saying. Because in this video, I want us to really dig deep into this tweet so that we can understand where and why the two gentlemen are actually fighting on Twitter and on Facebook. This is what Moses Kuria posted. This is what Moses Kuria posted yesterday. August fuel stocks will land in October. The cost is well known and it's scientific. September shipment will land in November. Costs are also known. From there, we move to winter in the US and expected stockpiles. And then the bilateral arrangement between Saudis and Russia on the one side and China and India on the other hand, plus ongoing oil cuts. As a minister responsible for private sector, mine is to advise business based on science, not truthful voodoo. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua is always called truthful man, and Moses Kuria is referring to him as truthful voodoo. Now, if you add this to the statement where Moses Kuria was accusing Rigathi Gachagua of being inferiority complex, and all those sort of words, then you can understand. But why do you think Moses Kuria made that statement? That's exactly what I want us to look into this particular video. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in. But before we dive in, it's long. I know it's been long. It's been a while. So you can do me coffee, a cup of coffee, only 200 bob, and you can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dive in. First of all, what can you get from the beef between Rigathi Gachagua and Moses Kuria? Because yesterday I opined that there was no need of Rigathi Gachagua posting that statement online. As the deputy president, he just needed to place a phone call to Moses Kuria and another phone call to David D, and then meet them. Then agree that as much as they're saying the truth, outside there, we are dealing with politics. So guys, let's be sensitive. Nothing stopped him. And again, nothing stopped Moses Kuria from being a bit cautious, because I'm sure whatever Moses Kuria posted actually caused serious political storm even within Kenya Kwanza. But you can understand where the two gentlemen are coming from. Moses Kuria believed that he ought to have been William Ruto's running mate. By the fact that he's been elected 2-3 times now, 2 times, and that he was representing Uhuru Kenyatta's constituency. But of course, Rigathi Gachagua came with money and nobody could stop him. So that beef is still extending, because during that time, Moses Kuria consistently referred to Rigathi Gachagua as Dio. I'm not sure whether he's currently recognizing him as the deputy president. So I want to give you certain information, which I'm 100% sure you will not get anywhere. But before I do that, I want you guys to pay very close attention to what Moses Kuria, because for me it's still defiant, what Moses Kuria was trying to say earlier today somewhere in Laikipia regarding the fuel.
Ila siwezi ni kutibu hii ugonjwa iko dunia mzima ya bei ya mafuta. Hiyo siwezi jameni. Hapo nimepata hii ingine ya umaskini hii mambo ya mafuta hii. Nikipatiwa mtihani niko na hii nitazama ndio. Mimi sina mafuta. Mafuta inatoka Saudi Arabia. Na najua hivyo kwa sababu nilifanya kazi huko miaka 10. Sio story. Mafuta inatoka Russia. Russia anapigana na Ukraine. Sasa huko Amerika mwezi ujao kutakuwa na baridi ile inaitwa winter. Watanunua mafuta mingi waweke. Mimi niwadanganye tu. Niwaambie kwangu Gatundu kuna mafuta. Mimi sina kisima. Na mimi nataka munisajili niingie form 1 hapa shule ya GG. Nifundishwe kudanganyana sababu sijui. Nirudi form 1 sababu mimi mamangu alinifunza kwa maadili ya kuongea ukweli kila wakati. Na mimi ndio waziri ya biashara. Kuna wanabiashara hapa. Sasa hii mwanabiashara anapanganga mipango yangu hapo mbele. Sasa hii ndio anapanga vile Januari itakuwa. Ananiuliza, wewe waziri wetu wa biashara, wakati huo mafuta itakuwa pesa ngapi? Sasa mimi ambaye Mungu amenipatia maarifa, nikatembea dunia mzima, mimi nilidanganya mwananchi. Mnataka nidanganyane kweli? Mnataka nidanganye mwananchi ama nimwambie ukweli? Si ndio niseme ukweli? Ndio tutayarisha mapema na tuanze hii kazi ambayo tunaweza ya kufukuza umaskini. Ama namna gani?
No, that's Moses Kuria. But let us not focus on that. I want us to try and understand the statement and the exchange between Rigathi Gachagua and Moses Kuria, especially the tweet that Moses Kuria deleted. Number one, in my view, I think Moses Kuria is defiant because probably he has the support of William Samoei Ruto. You know, sometimes I've always told you politics is a bit dirty and it's also interesting. You know, Kenyans are very angry and very bitter with the current government, especially on the cost of fuel. So the entire government must show sympathy and empathy. And that's what Rigathi Gachagua's statement yesterday was all about. Empathy and sympathy. Then two gentlemen. Moses Kuria, who is viewed as mad, but not mad. And David Ndii, who is viewed as smart. They are telling Kenyans that the cost of fuel will still go on, will still continue increasing. And there's nothing we can do as a country. So in my view, I'm 100% sure that the statement these two gentlemen are saying is what William Ruto wants them to say outside there. So that we have a discussion as a country. So that we don't just have one-sided discussion that the cost of living is high. The cost of fuel is high. What is causing the cost of fuel to go high? Ruto is telling Moses Kuria and is telling Rigathi Gachagua, Moses Kuria and David Ndii to tell Kenyans the truth. So they'll disown them. But as much as they're being disowned, they've already told you the truth, what the government is thinking. Basically, the government is telling you that there's nothing you can do. Next month, expect another increase. Next month until February. So that when there will be an increase in September, when there will be another increase on 15th of October, nobody will be found unaware. At least there would be that expectation. And for me, that is the politics behind David Ndii and Moses Kuria. David Ndii is the economic advisor to the president. He's the guy Kenyans were looking up to. But he's not telling you, we made mistakes and there's nothing we can do. Moses Kuria is telling you, as much as you don't want to accept, the cost of fuel will still go high. So in my view, Moses Kuria and David Ndii are working for Ruto. And whatever they are saying is actually coming right from William Ruto's playbook. Number two, if you ask me why Moses Kuria is talking the way he's talking, it's probably because there is a looming cabinet reshuffle. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto will ultimately change his cabinet. These ones here are not effective. Although I don't see anyone who will go home, but I think certain roles are going to be changed. Moses Kuria, there's the story that Moses Kuria has actually been banned from US. In that case, he can't hold that sensitive docket. He can't. So there's a cabinet reshuffle coming. And Moses Kuria might have information already. So he's just telling them, okay, come what may. What's the problem? He's just defiant. Otherwise, Moses Kuria, as the cabinet secretary, ought to work collectively with the other cabinet secretaries. And of course, with the deputy president, to harmonize the communication strategy for the government. But you are seeing Moses Kuria saying different thing. Maybe he's aware that a cabinet reshuffle is coming and is going to be the one who will go. Number three, I also tend to think that Moses Kuria is actually laying now the ground to oppose this government. He's going to talk, and before these guys will know, he will be talking the language of the ordinary man. Then you fire him, then he gets the ground to tell people that for me, nilikuwa nawaambia ukweli that fuel itaongezeka. And these guys were not comfortable. So I'm looking at it also from that perspective. Number four, I also tend to think that in Mount Kenya, still they are looking for someone to succeed Uhuru Kenyatta. Rigathi Gachagua is looking forward to be the next kingpin. Moses Kuria is also trying to do that. And that's why they are trying to outshine each other online. Lastly, in my view, there is clear division in Kenya Kwanza. And I don't know why Ruto is not willing to face it head on. Because there's no way Moses Kuria and Rigathi Gachagua would be exchanging on Facebook or on Twitter. These are cabinet secretaries sworn into office. I'm also sure that there are other forces probably behind Moses Kuria, and they're sending a message. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.